Yo, if I was doing something for attention, I'd just start rapping balls like I come from an inverted dimension. Motherfucker's a henchman. I don't see you having papers, bro. Can you prove to me that your ancestors came here legally? Maybe you should get shot in the fucking face, because I think it's all fake anyway. You fucking fakes. Go fuck your face. Have your father go fuck your face. While I dish your mother and your sister. Fake ass greaseball motherfuckers. Tu non italiano, tu non parli italiano, paesano. Ti faccio culo così. Straight up. Right? Ah, fuck you like that, bro. You little bitch. That's how I feel about some of those people, dog. Like, oh yeah, I'm allowed to make this because I'm already on the list. I'm allowed to sound like this because I'm already on the list. Like, I don't give a fuck if there is a list. People like that are the reason there are lists, because they came up with the ADL in the first place. You know, their ancestors whining all the time because my race didn't want them invading, right? Allegedly, is what the story says. Allegedly. You know, big allegedly. Because I'm a lot of different nationalities, bro. But mainly I'm American, you know? I don't want to argue with leftists all day that claim to be American because it's dumb. I'd rather swing my kettlebell and smoke a blunt. You know what I'm saying? It's dumb for you to sit there acting like I want attention when you have 60-something thousand followers and all you do is argue with other left-wing comedians all day because you're the same fucking thing as them. Go stick to telling jokes, bro. Don't tell me about my politics. Stick to telling jokes. How about that one? Fucking Finoke. You know what I'm saying, bro? Do you feel provoked? Because I don't do shit for attention or interactions. I do shit for venting. I do shit to prevent people like you from taking over in the future. Because when you're old and crotchety, I hope there's not a motherfucker like me to come tell jokes to you and ignore you in the nursing home and all this type of shit. Because you're going to want them to speak English, even though your ancestors didn't know how to speak that shit at all. And we let you live here. You know, we, like the white people in America, you know, the white people, like they're not considering themselves white unless it's cool to. So that's why I take you to school, dude. Fucking reject. You want me to start sounding real racist, bro? The browning of America already took place when they let all the Italians come over. You know, on the Guinea Gangplank. Wait, I'm 25% Italian. Oh, no, wait, Sicilian isn't really Italian, right? So the thing is, bro, I'm not trying to be a mean person. They can't take a fucking joke. They'll be the ones that pop me in the head for these words. Even though I'd say it to their face. They're just joking, but I'm halfway joking. You understand, bro? I'm provoking myself into exercising their demons because they love to argue with you all day and they don't realize the service I'm doing for them by transmuting their negative bullshit all day and just swinging kettlebells and smoking J's. No, not those kind of J's, bro. Doobies, smoking doobies. Smoking J's means we got another movie to make now. If you start smoking J's, you're going to have another century to hear them cry about it. You understand? Do you understand what I'm trying to say a lot of the times? Like, bro, go put yourself away. Go tell your fucking jokes to my southern ancestors. I'm glad they don't get offended. Because they could just feed you to the fucking alligators, bro. Nobody would find your ass. No, they would not find your ass. God forbid I tell these types of jokes. See, you like offensive humor when it's not offensive to you. You know what I mean? You like offensive. See, I like offensive humor even when it offends me, especially when it offends me. Because I'm the one calling Hogan's Heroes anti-German propaganda. Like, they're so dumb. They had all this technology, right? They were the superpower of the world, but you need propaganda to convince you they're so fucking dumb. You know, you need American actors to convince you they're so fucking dumb, and that's how you... So if they're so fucking dumb, why did it take you all those years to beat them? Because you lost? You lost that war, bro. It's not that... You know, when they say the good guys lost, and they start referring to these people, these corpses, you know, these zombies, these evil zombies that they have video games about, you know what I'm talking about? Those people, right, are lost files. It's funny to me, because they don't realize what they're saying. Like, you rock with controlled opposition all day, friend, and I don't. You go play pretend right winger, and I don't. I'm like, yeah, Stop and frisk me too, bro. I'm not doing anything wrong. Trouble is when they put everybody in the camps. Yeah, they start off with burning pornos and then they start burning Bibles, making up their own versions of it. Oh yeah, that's what they do. You know, people like you. Maybe not you listening, but people like who I'm directing it to. Like, bro, my southern folk, right? My southern folk take you in from your shithole city. You want to call it shithole all day. I wanted to stay and fight for it. What the fuck were you going to do? You quit. That's why you don't have a diploma anyway. Not that it makes any fucking difference. Like, bro, you realize you are the thing you're complaining about when you do that shit, right? You bitch about the left, do things for... You're saying I'm doing something for attention when I could literally just sit here with nobody to talk to. No television screen. No phone. You know, all I need is my kettlebells and a piece of paper and a pen to write some poems. I don't even need music, bro. This motherfucker's so fat, he needs a soundtrack to lose weight. And I don't. I could just go on a fucking starvation diet, realize it's not the best for me, and acknowledge the story of it's for aesthetics because I'm feeling self-conscious about my gut. Because in reality, I feel better with a little bit of chubbiness. I'm definitely stronger with the chubbiness attached, you know? I can lift up more weight when I have a chubbiness to me. You know, not just muscles and lean body mass. A little bit of fat gives you a little bit of leverage. And you have a little bit of cushion in case something bad happens to you. So your joints can recuperate, you know? So that, you know, but the thing is, you need to be a little bit fat, but not obese, bro. Like, I remember these people being super obese, just like me, and they don't want to hear it. Like, oh, real food is the key. Exercise. Yeah, you could even lose weight eating Reese's Puffs. Skittles and shit, as long as you're not having a caloric surplus. Oh yeah, don't let me start getting censored. That's the shit I was getting censored for in the first place on Instagram and Facebook, because I started bringing up diet, talking about I can't wait for raw milk to kill me. Fucking lunatics. You know, they are lunatics, bro. They don't have humility. Do you understand that part about it? The fragility of the human race doesn't even have humility, and they track and trace themselves until God says to them, no more, bro. Like, you don't have to do that to me, and I don't have to do that to you. That's why I don't track and trace you, because I'm not jealous of you for a bloodline or for what you think that you deserve, what I think you deserve, that I don't have. You know, envy, pride, ego, jealousy, lust. All these are deadly sins, my friend. You just think but God, I was just joking. Can't you see? God made you a comedian, friend. Do you think he's going to tolerate you saying, I'm just joking? Because he knows people like me, even when I'm just joking, half the time, I'm probably not just joking because I'm being honest. That's what makes the truth funny, is when I'm being honest about it, that you motherfuckers are dumb to me. You know, you come into my country, right? My nation lets you in, my bloodline lets you in here without papers. You know, you're the original illegal immigrants, in my opinion. And then you turn everybody into a hater. And then you make everybody else hate us too, because you call yourself white. Even though you identify as an Italian. You identify as a Jew. You identify as whatever the fuck you want to identify as. Until I say, you're not white, bro. Now you want to act white? Now you want to call yourself white? I've been calling myself white the whole time and rapping about it before it was funny to. Before it was popular to. Okay? And I always been a right winger. You been a lefty the whole time. You turned your party lines to an R on the name and started acting like a Democrat in the Republican Party, in my opinion. But, you know, then I start to sound like a fucking idiot. Because they don't want to believe that Trump is a communist. He's been a leftist Democrat his whole boomer existence, and then you wonder why people like me don't want to fucking hear it. Duh.